Recording in progress.
What's good, special? It's the Elite Hoop Talks podcast. Back with another pod, man. How you feeling, Mike, man?
Man, it's been a minute, man. It's been a minute, but we are back. We doing it right this time. We're gonna be consistent. I'm excited. I think we came back right at the right time. Finals finna heat up. The finals finna start. The playoffs. A lot of narratives a lot of push narratives, a lot of new agendas, there's a lot of stuff to talk about. I mean, speaking of narratives, man. Let's talk about this Nuggets Lakers series. Is Jokic? Man, is Jokic the best player in basketball, bro?
No, we're not.
Dude, is Jokic the best player? Dude,
No, we not about to do this.
He's top two, bro. He's top two, bro.
Yeah, definitely top two lock. Top two,
man. Yeah, he was great though, man. Him and Jamal Murray, arguably the best duo. Might be the best duo in the league. I mean, this
in the league.
What'd you say?
Best duo in the league.
Okay, I said that wrong. They definitely had a best two-man game. I will say that. I don't think nobody run the two-man game better than them, but best duo, nah. But Murray, man, y'all heard what he said, man. Y'all gonna start respecting. Hey, he was pointing at me, GF. Because what I've been telling you all year, what's the main reason I've been not sold on Denver? It was Jamal Murray. I didn't know if he was ready. I didn't know he was cut out like that, but he is, man. He, like I said, in my opinion, he should have won Eastern Conference and Western Conference MVP.
All right, bet on the spot. Jamal Murray or Ja Morant right now.
Ja, dude.
I don't like these whole sleeping on them comments, bro. Cause like, who's really sleeping on them?
I feel he's properly rated. Like, it's just too many guards in the West. Like, for him to
who's sleeping on you?
Like,
I don't know.
Like he's nobody has people above him who shouldn't be. Like, what? Are you gonna say you're better than Dame? Are you gonna say you're better than Ja? Are you gonna say you're better than Luka? Are you gonna say you're better than Steph?
Is Jamal Murray a top 10 point guard?
Top 10? Yeah.
He gotta be.
Yeah, he's definitely top 10.
Top 7.
Dame.
Yeah, Dame,
Ja.
Curry, Ja, Trey, Steph. That's 5 already.
You said Curry.
Huh? I said Curry?
You said Curry, then you said Steph.
All right, then SGA, that'll be 5.
He's better than DG, dude. He's better than DG.
He's better than Garland.
Is
he better than Brunson?
I was about to say, is he better than Brunson? He's better than Brunson. I'm not gonna lie.
You taking Murray over Brunson?
He's better than Brunson. He's better than Brunson.
Is he better than? Damn, is there any other point guards? I feel. See, we do this and then we sleeping on somebody, bro.
Yes, bro. We're missing something. It happens every time. Kyrie.
He's not better than Kyrie. That's 6.
That might be it.
That can't be it, bro.
That's it,
Luka's
bro.
a point guard.
Okay, if you count Luka.
Nobody's sleeping on him, bro.
Yeah, like you said, I don't think we sleep on him. It's just, you're just simply not going to get the recognition that you deserve.
That's kind of crazy, though. Somebody averaging, what do you average, like 34?
He averaged 30 on 50% and 45.
Yeah, 50, 45, yeah, bro. That's crazy. And he's not even the top 7 point guard.
That just shows.
That's tough.
That shows how talented the league is. That's why I'm not trying to hear none of this. None of this. Jokic did it without an all-star. Jamal Murray is an all-star.
He didn't, though.
He did it. He's an all-star.
He didn't, though.
Just like you tried to do it with Giannis. When he did it without an all-star. Drew Holiday and Chris are all-stars. They're all-star
This is
players.
different. This is different, though, bro. No one on that team ever made an all-star team. That's crazy as fuck.
Dude.
Jokic is him, bro.
Jokic, man.
I'm not here for this top best player in the world conversation, bro. Y'all can't go from shitting on somebody in the regular season and then, like, when you prove y'all wrong, now y'all want to give them flowers, but that don't read, bro. At all.
How don't that read?
That don't read, bro. You don't go from people saying you not top 5 to being the best player in the world, bro.
Nobody said he wasn't top 5. The problem was everybody just said he wasn't better than Embiid.
I'm happy that he ended that shit too, bro. And all this Embiid, I don't want to hear this shit no more, bro. Next season when Jokic starts just gliding through the regular season and he don't care, bro. I don't want to hear this shit when Joel is trying to win back to back, bro. It's over. It is over. It's over, bro.
No more best center combo.
No, it's over, bro. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Denver. The crazy thing about this, bro. Denver. This is the beginning, bro. I don't see a team that's gonna be able to compete with Denver anytime soon. Hopefully without injuries. I don't see a situation, bro. Outside of where Kyrie may land, Kyrie may make this a little bit interesting, but I don't see any situation. Dame's not going nowhere, and everybody else in the West is low key old. Like, or they just got traded to a team. Like we all know Curry not going nowhere. Some about Bron may or may not be retiring. AD's always hurt. Kevin Durant looks like he's going down. CP3 is down already. It's no. It just seems like Denver's here to stay to rule the West, especially with all of them on the contract for the next 3 to 4 years. I also saw a post where they all are on contract until 2027 at the minimum. What's that? Another 3 seasons? Yeah. I don't see that. Denver's about to rule the West for a while. As long as MPJ can stay healthy and so can Jamal Murray. I don't. Who's gonna compete with this team, bro? They're just too complete.
Yeah, I mean they got a superstar. They got a great co-star aside them. They got great role players.
Good coaching. Yeah.
Coach. Like it's. I mean, I was kind of fearful that like, in terms for their sake, that Jokic would kind of get exposed, but I mean, he kind of stepped it up defensively.
Yeah,
not only the whole playoffs, he kind of stepped it up defensively. I don't know. I didn't know if they. I don't know if they do a good job of hiding them, but like I said, sometimes I've definitely seen like a increase in effort just from the regular season. But I don't like I said, I don't know if they also just know how to hide it or what. But he's definitely stepped it up on the defensive
I think it's a little bit of both, to be honest with you. I think he definitely stepped it up. I think he's not I don't think we can call him a defensive liability anymore. He's just not an elite defender. He's more so like just a good defender for a center. And I think they did a good job of hiding it, like on the pick and rolls with. Especially with the Suns series, don't get me wrong, Book still got his, KD somewhat still got his, but it wasn't too detrimental because he also had teammates to help hedge. Like Aaron Gordon showed a lot of defensive potential throughout these last 2 series, and even players like KCP helping and hedging off the screens did a good job, kind of hiding what Jokic lacks. And I think overall, especially against AD this series, besides Game 1 where AD dropped 40, even though Loki didn't feel like 40, even though he did drop it. Jokic did a pretty good job, especially I think it was like Game 2 where AD only made like 2 shots, 3 shots within the entire game. That was because of Jokic. So yeah, I think all this defensive liability talk should be shut down too. Jokic is proving a lot of people wrong. And at the same time, I don't really think it ever really stood true that he was a liability. Don't get me wrong, most centers is gonna get cooked when they're putting a pick and roll. We saw Joel Embiid get fucking cooked in Game 7. Was it Game 6 or no? It was Game 7 against Jason Tatum. Tatum missed like Tatum missed 2 shots that entire way against Embiid, and he took like 20. He didn't take 20 shots. He went like 13 for 15 on Embiid, just straight cooking. So I think every center has their own defensive deficiencies, and it's just up for the team to hide it. Even if you're an elite defensive center like Joel Embiid is.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, Jokic, like we said, Jokic definitely stepped it up. So, I mean, everybody, like you've been saying the past few days, everybody's just has been doing a good job of somehow still making this series about the Lakers. But I mean, I just want to give my flowers to the Nuggets. I've been doubting them all year. I've basically been calling them frauds. They made me look stupid. I've grown to kind of enjoy watching them play. They just play the right way. Like I said, it's a great system, great coach. You got a superstar in Jokic, great pieces around him. And the thing is, the pieces fit. Everybody on that team knows how to play off Jokic. MPJ settled into his catch and shoot role. KCP, he knows how to come off those little handoffs like Murray a little bit. He can Jokic will find him, he can knock down shots. He's a decent cutter. Talk about cutters. Aaron Gordon, he's a great cutter. That's how he cuts a lot of his baskets. He gets running off Jokic and playing off him, knowing that he's gonna give him the ball where he should get it and put him in a position to score. But yeah, all their players just know how to play around him so well, and I think that's a lot of the key to their success. Like their role players, everyone knows their role, and they've been through so much together. They just been growing. Like they've been through the bubble where they had to fight back from 3-1 deficits in a row. I just thought about that like yesterday. That's crazy. We don't even think about that. Jokic came back from 2-3-1 lead. That's
Yep.
Crazy. They went through that. Went through the uphill battles with injuries. Murray got injured. MPJ was hurt. Like they went through, they've all through all these past 3 years since I would say the bubble, they've just been learning, growing, and gelling. And all of them has been they've just been learning together, getting better together. They trust each other. You can tell they all believe in each other, and it's just a true team. And they made great additions, like you touched on,
Mm.
like Bruce. He was big in that Lakers series. He was big on both ends. Um, KCP, they traded for Gordon. What?
Yeah, they traded for Gordon. They traded R.J.
Yeah,
Hampton.
they traded for Gordon. So yeah, they got your boy Christian Braun. Is it Braun or Brown?
Brown.
Brown, who you like, the rookie who you say has potential. They got who's my other boy? Who is it? Who is it? They got him from trade. Was it a trade? Was it a trade? Was it a trade?
You said KCP. You said AG. You said Bruce
Oh,
Brown.
they got dudes just sitting on the bench like
Oh,
Reggie Jackson, Thomas
yeah.
Brown. Like those are two solid dudes. Like this team is just deep. Like I don't know. This team is just in crazy. It just has crazy depth, and like you said, it just has everything. It's just well rounded.
Yeah,
Just
I don't see anybody topping this team in the future. Well, I thought about it a little bit while you were speaking. I mean, the Clippers may be the only ones, but I'm not really too big on them right now, just due to health concerns in itself. But this team is like, it's legit, bro. And I do appreciate the fact that they didn't do anything like all these other teams did. As soon as a big name popped up, Jamal Murray's on the trade block, cough cough, Jaylen Brown. MPJ's on the trade block. Shit, Aaron Gordon's even a solid player. They still got all their draft picks, I believe. They didn't do anything. They stood pat. They trusted the process, and they just chose to develop their guys and stay, just grow unity with everybody there. And it seemed to work. It seemed to work out.
yeah, it did. It's just a great
Now
team.
there's another side of this series, Mike, man. I'm happy we didn't acknowledge it because they've gotten a lot of acknowledgement, man. I even saw some shit on Twitter today. What was it 2 or 3 days later since that series? No, yeah, 3 days since that series has ended, and people are still talking about the Los Angeles Lakers, man. We got to get this off the top, just off the top, man. LeBron James retiring, man. You calling cap?
I'm calling Cap, dude. He's only doing this to keep his. I think he's only doing this to keep his name just buzzing in the off season and to kind of divert some attention away from the fact that he went out like that. And I think him just saying throwing that little retirement thing in there just, like I said, it'll just make people. I think it'll make people ease up on him a bit because they'll think like, dang, what if he just retires and we probably took him for granted and things like that. And just like I said, so his name would just be buzzing, like as we see right now. I mean, he got us talking about it and he just got swept, and the team that beat him is going to the finals, and we're talking about if LeBron's retired. Like, so just I think it's Cap, dude. There's no way you go from the past 2 to 3 years explicitly, blatantly talking about how bad you want to play with Bronny. You still are obviously capable of doing so, and all of a sudden you just I don't know. That just seems odd, but I would call Cap, man.
I'm
We know
calling.
LeBron.
I'm calling
You know,
cap too, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. It seems too like odd. Like you got swept. You didn't play good in any of the games. To be transparent, you didn't play that good in any of the games. It was a little bit too passive. Some people blame the injury. Some people saying he playing even though he's injured, so you don't get that injury excuse when you're the quote unquote GOAT. I thought about this for a while though, and I decided to take a different perspective as well. In theory, the Los Angeles Lakers have 5 players or 4 or 5 players on the book. It's Jared Vanderbilt, LeBron James, Anthony Davis, and that might be it. Just those 3. Malik Beasley, those 4. Those 4 are the only people on the books. Everybody else is a free agent. D'Lo, Rui, Austin Reeves. Everybody down the line is free agents. Maybe he's trying to put pressure on the Los Angeles Lakers to do something. I think that's a possibility, considering they just got to Western Conference Finals. It doesn't really seem like the Lakers is really the hottest place to play, especially after all this drama over the last couple of years. We saw players like Kyle Kuzma come out and say that they said the same thing, and then when they talked about keeping the core together with Rui, Reeves, Bron, AD, and then they ended up just shipping a championship team away. So I don't think that the Lakers is the hottest free agency destination to play, especially with the injuries from LeBron and AD, and also LeBron coming out saying that he's possibly retiring. But I kind of think that this could be some type of smoke screen to try to put pressure on the front office to make moves so they don't have to go through this again. Maybe try and go out and get a Kyrie Irving, something like that. Maybe try and make a big time trade somehow, some way. Shit, I don't put nothing past this league anymore, especially after they pulled off that trade deadline shit with Russell Westbrook and turned a non-playoff team into a team that makes the Western Conference Finals. But I'm calling cap. He's not retiring, bro. You're just talking. You're really just talking right now.
Yeah, I don't know. Could have been heat of the moment, upset, emotions, whatever. But I'm caught.
I also don't mind to this whole theory of people saying that he's not going to retire on a notice of getting swept, bro. I don't think that no NBA player thinks like that, though. Like, he went out on almost a 40-point triple double in the Western Conference Finals. There's nothing wrong with that either. I just don't. It just seems dumb, bro. It
Yeah,
really even seems like a dumb thing to take serious. Like, the Nuggets are going to their first finals appearance in franchise history, and now everyone's talking about LeBron James may or may not retire. I guess it's a big thing, but at the same time, until it's confirmed, I don't think it should be a talking point for anybody.
yeah,
To be
yeah.
transparent with you, I don't know anybody that ever played basketball over the age of 38 and was excited and sure that they're coming back next season. To even give a lesser quality example, Iguodala said the exact same thing, bro. And he ended up coming back another 2 years. I'm sure it's going to be the same thing with Steph, KD, Dame, etc., etc. Once they hit that age 38, 39 mark where they don't know what they're doing next season. But I don't think it means we should talk about it for the next couple months until he confirms he's coming back.
Yeah,
I think it's just taken away from the fact that he got swept, bro.
it's just another way to. It's just another way to divert attention from how great the Nuggets are. Like I said, like all we see is things like instead of oh the Nuggets have the Lakers on the ropes. They're 2 wins away from winning their going to their first finals. We see posts like, oh, how high of a chance is it that the Lake Show comes back? Things like that, things of that nature. That just finding every way in the book to not necessarily acknowledge their greatness, but to keep the Lakers in the mix. I it was kind of annoying, but hey, like not even a day went by, and I remember literally not even a day went by, and then they were talking about Kyrie's to LA. Like not even a day went by after Game 4. I think yeah, like the next day, I, like you
And,
said, let's say the hypotheticals after the finals, man.
yeah,
Let us in.
and to even take this to another level, man. Just to talk about like how the Lakers played the series. I just want to say, on the offensive side of the ball, Anthony Davis was abysmal. But again, thinking about this over a couple of days, I had a theory that Anthony Davis was regressing in some way, and I kind of still think he is. I think maybe he lost some of his touch offensively, not being the number one option offensively, just due to playing with LeBron James, and just the style of basketball that LA played was a lot different from the style of play that New Orleans played when he was the number one guy. I do want to say that I think he's regressing offensively, but I do want to give him props though. He dominated the defensive side of the ball every single time he was on the court, whether it was against the Golden State Warriors, whether it was against the Golden State Warriors or the Memphis Grizzlies or even the Nuggets at some point. It's just when you're going against a team like the Nuggets, it's not going to shine so much how good of a defender that Anthony Davis is. But he was definitely the most dominant player on the court every time he was on it, on one side of the ball at least. The only thing about Denver is it doesn't matter how dominant you is in the paint. When you got Jamal Murray and you got Jokic hitting step back threes and you got Aaron Gordon cutting behind you when you're focused on the main two guys, or you got KCP dropping 15 points a night, or Michael Porter Jr. just flat out shooting over people. But yeah, I think we should have a conversation about AD. I think this whole Anthony Davis cannot be number one, bro. Because you're not always going to get a number two that's going to give you 40 points like LeBron James, or even 25 points a night like LeBron James did for him. Most number twos don't do that. I understand that Jokic number two is Jamal Murray, but that just shows in the perspective how good Jamal Murray was in this series. Number twos is not dropping over 30 a game. This is only the second time in NBA history that two players scored over 25 points per game and shot over 50% in the field and 40% from three. If Anthony Davis had a number two, like, I don't know, Chris Middleton, who was inconsistent on a regular basis, this team probably would have been out in the first round. Or a number two, like, I don't know, you call Triple J the number two or Desmond Bain number two for the Grizzlies. To be transparent with you, either one, they wouldn't have went anywhere. But I think we need to get this notion out of our minds that Anthony Davis can be number one. He's not Hakeem. He's not Shaq. He's not none of these top 5, top 10 big men of all time. He's just a dominant defender, and he can get you a couple of jump shots here and there, and I can score in the paint on dump offs. I think he's a number two, bro. He's not. He can't be number one.
So AD is declining. That,
On the offensive side of the ball, maybe the game's just evolutionizing. That you have to be able to shoot, and Anthony Davis has lost his jump shot over the last couple of years.
I don't know what happened. Like even his free throw.
Yeah.
Like, I just don't know what happened. Like, I
He
don't know.
he's not there no more, bro. I think he's just and there's nothing wrong with being a number two. He is turning 30, and this is normally when big men start to turn the page, unless your name is hopefully Giannis or Nikola Jokic. He's just done. He's not the same offensively, and maybe a part of it is just the fact that the game changed. But he's not. He doesn't have the skill set of Jokic, and he doesn't have the aggressiveness as Joel Embiid, which could be due to injuries, maybe. But just offensively, he's not that. And if you cannot be a number one, that's not that offensively.
Yeah.
Like, I think this series proved that there's a huge gap in between AD being the number three best big and Jokic and Joel being back to or having MVPs. I think the gap is kind of big now. It's like sizable.
Yeah. Yeah, he can't. He's just simply not. He's not on. Yeah, he's just not anymore. At least.
No, it's over with, bro.
Yeah, he's just not on.
What else happened in this Lakers series? We've seen D'Lo get a lot of hate. Not surprised though, bro. He does this. This is D'Angelo Russell every single playoffs. He did this. Well, that was last. No, that was that last year or 2 years ago with the Grizzlies in Memphis.
Last year.
Yeah, he did this last year with the Grizzlies in Memphis, and he does this every time he touches the playoff floor. He sells. This is who D'Angelo Russell is, bro.
Yeah, I mean, you said it yourself. I mean, he's inconsistent, doesn't play defense, and those were his two main problems this whole playoff run. And you can expect the hate, especially from Russ fans like me and myself and other people. But I mean, he was just horrible. It's gonna be real. It's gonna be real interesting in LA to see this offseason to see what they end up doing. Even if they don't sign Kyrie, it'll be interesting to see if they bring D'Lo back.
Man, I'm not gonna lie. This is gonna be extremely a hot take and unpopular, bro. They need to just give up, dude. It's not gonna work, bro.
Just rebuild.
Bro, just call it game, bro. Maybe give it one more year since LeBron and AD got 1 year left, and Bronny will be here soon, hopefully. Bro, just rebuild, bro. And I understand Jared Vanderbilt was great for them in the regular season, but we cannot deny the fact that if you are an offensive liability, unless you are a center, it's not gonna work, bro.
Yeah.
That defensive upside guarding guards and shit is cool, but if you cannot score on the Lakers team that has already extremely stagnant offense, it's no point of you even being there. And I understand they need the defense, just a great defensively oriented team, hopefully. I think that's what they're aiming for. But you're not Denver showed that you are not winning without offense, bro. And even switch the topics up a little bit now. Miami is showing that you cannot win with just defense. Because Boston is an amazing defensive team, don't get me wrong. But when the shot is not falling, they're not winning, no matter what. And if you ask me, I think their defense has held them up for years now with all these Eastern Conference Finals runs. Even when JB is off, Tatum is off, shit. Even when Marcus Smart may have a bad game, the defense is there and they're stopping people. But when those shots stop falling as a whole, like they do for the Lakers, they had a game where they shot like 5 for 30 from 3 and lost. It's not just defense ain't there, bro. It's not everything. You need to like just expand and get bucket getters. You need a Jamal Murray minus the playmaking. Get a spark off the bench or something, bro. D'Lo ain't cutting it no more. Vanderbilt is not cutting it.
Yeah, what if they made a run at Kuz again?
I don't even know if Kuz would go there. I mean, it'd be a good pickup, but at the same time, how much is Kuz about to go for?
That's true. Yeah, because I think he's a free agent now.
Yeah.
So yeah, they made it around for Kuz. But yeah, they definitely have to pay him this time around. So that could be another problem within itself. But if they apparently got the money for Kyrie, I don't see why they wouldn't have it for Kuz. So
man, I don't even know what the Lakers should do, bro. All right, man. It's time to talk about the Eastern Conference, though, man. Let's swing this a bit, man. You got since the Celtics your team, man. I really don't fuck with either of these teams, but I've been enjoying the basketball. I'm not gonna lie to you. What you feeling on this Eastern Conference series, man? The Heat are up 3-1. Boston won a game last night. What did Smart and Brown say? Don't let us take one.
Let us take one, man.
The Celtics about to do the impossible?
No, dude. It's over. It's over.
In 5, 6.
Probably 5. So they gonna win tomorrow. Jimmy Butler, Conference Finals MVP, another Finals appearance.
So, who run the East, Mike?
I mean, LeBron got their 8 straight in the East, so I guess LeBron.
Dude, no.
I guess
Jimmy Butler running that shit.
I guess LeBron. So,
That shit's so fluke, dude.
dude, the thing is, they're just not supposed to be doing this. None of this against the Bucks, against the Knicks. Now, what they're probably gonna do to Denver, like they shouldn't be doing this.
Dude, they're not doing this to Denver, bro. That shit not happening, dude.
Dude, we said the same thing about Boston.
I understand we're
Like,
saving the finals preview for next episode. We should probably stay on this conference or whatever this Heat versus Celtics shit. But let's get some shit straight here. They're not doing this to Denver, bro. Denver is not losing to this team, bro.
we said that about Boston, bro.
They're frauds, dude.
No, they're not. No,
They're
we're not.
frauds.
No, they're not.
They beat the Knicks, the injured Bucks team, and the Celtics always been like this, bro. I've been saying that for years, bro. Nothing here has changed.
Like what? Been like what? They just got to the finals last year.
And what did they do? They sold. They just sell, bro. No, they're not. Denver is not losing to this team, bro.
We said the same thing about everybody else.
In this series, bro, they're not supposed to be up 3-0, bro. But I think this is more about Boston selling than Miami like doing this, bro. I think there has to be a series. I said this in the first series, and people tried to call me cat when I said it should not take you 6 games to beat the Hawks. I said it should not take you 7 games to beat this Sixers team. Bro, I don't know if it's the coaching. I don't know if Jaylen Brown's thinking about leaving a little bit too early. I don't know if Jason Tatum is just being inconsistent. Something here is not right, bro. They should not be down 3-1 or even 3-0 at one point to an 8th seed.
Dude, I don't get it. I don't get it, man. I would like to think it's coach a little bit of coaching, but what is he supposed to do when Jason Tatum is wetting the bed in 4 quarters? When Jaylen Brown has pretty much been a no-show. I think he's shooting like 10% from 3 in the series. Malcolm Brogdon hasn't been doing anything. Like, what is he supposed to do?
Derek White just had his first good game last night.
Derek White hasn't really been. Yeah. There's been no Derek White fighting this series. Like, what is he really supposed to do?
Call timeout, change the game plan, tell Jaylen Brown and Tatum to stop jacking up threes and to be aggressive and go to the paint. I don't know, bro. Just something, bro. But something here ain't right, and something isn't right, bro.
And there's people saying like, oh, if that were coming into this series saying like, or coming into this year playoff saying, if they can't get to the finals at least and pretty much win it, it's gonna be some like things that need to be done. But my question is, what exactly needs to be done? They have stars. They have coaching is questionable now, but they have stars. They're the deepest team in the league. You've been calling them one of the best. I think you've been calling them the best roster on paper, just top to bottom. They have defenders. They have shooters. They play defense. Like, well, I don't understand. What is the problem? So like they lose this series 4-1. What do they go do? Like what do they go do? What do they go do? They have everything, bro. They have everything. They have a 6 man a year, all NBA first team player, two all NBA players, great depth,
DPOY,
reigning DPOY. Like what? I don't understand. What is there to do? And there's going to be some questions this season because Grant's a free agent. Tatum and Brown are both eligible for the $300 million max, so we'll see how that plays out. So yeah, it's gonna be some questions. And Brogdon's a free agent, so there's gonna be some questions in Boston, man. Like in terms of just re-signing and money issues.
I think the issue is that they're living and dying by the 3. Like if you live by the 3, you're gonna die by it. And my issue with that is they have a plethora of players that can get to the hoop, bro. Plethora. Jason Tatum should be taking Jimmy Butler little ass there every single time. He should be blowing past Bam whenever Bam's on him. It's no excuse for Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown, you can't get past Gabe Vincent. Bro. And I'm not going to lie, the defensive side of the ball has been kind of questionable too, and I don't really know how. Duncan Robinson getting blow-bys on Jason Tatum.
I don't know.
Y'all letting Bam do this? Bam. And Bam's been solid a decent amount of this playoff run, but it's Bam. He got a little nice mid-range jumper, but he's not banging with nobody, bro.
Yeah.
I saw Al Horford clamp Joel Embiid last series, but Bam's getting off.
I don't understand it.
I think it's a part of it is coaching. There's been a lot of reports coming out about them being mad that Ime was fired instead of just suspended. But even if that is the case, bro, this is inexcusable, dude. We saw 3 games straight with Jason Tatum not having a field goal in the fourth quarter. It's unacceptable.
Some of that is kind of coaching too. Find ways to get him an easy basket or help or get him the ball, get him in a position where he can score. Some of that is coaching too.
Something just ain't right, dude.
Like you said, it's just something.
I picked them to sweep Atlanta. They were supposed to sweep Atlanta. They were supposed to beat, bro. With Joel Embiid being injured, it was no reason, especially with how him and Harden played. It was no reason the series went 7.
Yeah.
None.
Embiid, yeah.
And now you down 3-1 to the Heat, bro. I don't know what you changed about this roster, and I don't know what you do. All I know is if Jaylen Brown walks, or if you don't offer him that money and he walks, it's over with, bro. That title frame picture that you had, it still may be there because you still got Tatum. Smart will probably be there. And you probably will have some money freed up once if White, Grant, Brown all leave. But you're not going to get a team this good. You're not going to get 2 All-NBA players, a 6th man of the year, a DPOI from last year, one of the best coaches in the league, in Ime Udoka, who, I mean, I guess you can't blame them for firing considering what he did or whatever. But even still, no other roster has that, bro. None.
Yeah, it's.
I don't know. No roster is even close to that.
In terms of, yeah, no.
Or even just the amount of depth that they have. Just Al Horford being able to shoot and also I don't want to say a lockdown center, but just being a plus defender, having a plus defender off the bench sometimes, and Robert Williams, Derek White. Just all these amazing pieces, and they're falling short again. And it's inexcusable, bro. And I don't mean to take away from Miami Heat in this. I just have a very hard time giving them praise considering, like, something has been up with Boston. I refuse to, like, just say, oh, Miami's doing it. They're not winning in the finals when they go against a real team that's united, bro. I'm a Bucks fan just like everybody else, bro. But let's just keep it 1,000 here, bro. Shit over there is kind of weird, too, bro.
In Milwaukee?
I'm not using the big F word, fraud. I'm not using that. But something there is not right either, dude. There's no way that Giannis goes down and y'all just lay down. And then Giannis comes back and he shits the bed going 2 for 13 in 2 fourth quarters, bro. Let Miami go. And you cannot tell me that this Miami Heat team is just clamping these superstars, bro. They're not clamping. We saw Jalen Brunson get his off, bro. If Jalen Brunson can get his off, there's no way that Giannis, Drew, Chris, Brown, Tatum, all these players is just shitting the bed, bro.
I don't know what's going on.
And when they go against the Denver Nuggets, Nikola Jokic is going to do something to Bam Adebayo, bro. Jimmy Butler is not locking Jamal Murray down when he comes off that handoff, pin down screen from Jokic, bro. It's not happening, bro.
Dude, you don't think it could be competitive?
Oh, it'll be a competitive foul. I'll even say possibly 6-game series, bro. But they're not winning, bro. This is just the East being what the East has been. We saw LeBron take over all these years because the East is fraudulent. None of these teams are dependable. We all said that, but we all said that we don't trust any of these teams in the East. We all said it. At least me and you did. I know that for a fact. We said we don't trust any of these teams. But the bar has just got set so much lower that they're all getting their asses handed to them by an 8th seed. This team was 5 minutes away from not even being in the playoffs. Bulls up by like 6 points with 3 minutes left to go in the game.
And I just want to cut you off a minute. This isn't an 8th seed where I don't know, Jimmy Butler missed the first 40 games or Bam and like 2 starters was out most of the season. It's not like they were hurt all year or something and they're just getting back healthy, just getting back whole. No, they've been whole all year. They've simply just sucked. And it's like they get into the playoffs and they just flip a switch. Like you said, they went from being, I think, the very not dead last, but one of the lowest offenses in the league to be leading the playoffs in points per game. How does that even happen?
Man,
how does something like that even happen?
Duncan Robinson went from getting like more than half of the season DNPs because he can't play defense and his shot was broken to getting blow-bys and shooting shit up in the playoffs. Kevin Love got cut for the same reason. Kevin Love got cut because he couldn't give the Cavs what they needed in the playoffs. Went to Miami and gave them all that the Cavs needed and more.
Don't get me started on Kyle Lowry. I remember at the beginning of the year, everybody was saying Kyle Lowry should be traded. That signing was a
worst contract,
and he gets in the playoffs and what is this?
Don't get me wrong, it's still a bad contract, but even though he's coming off the bench with 9 points and 6 assists off the bench, will
But
do.
I'm about to say he's still a plus, at least I would say. Like,
Don't get me wrong, Bam was an All Star, but Jimmy Butler was not an All Star this season, bro.
and then now he's arguably
You got
best.
Gabe Vincent taking over Western or Eastern Conference Finals games. We have dude. Nobody wanted Caleb Martin when in free agency, bro. When Charlotte let him go and kept his brother, no one was interested but them in Miami. Nobody. And now we got him having 15 points, going 6 for 6 at halftime in the Eastern Conference Finals, bro, in a closeout game.
I don't know what. It's something in Miami we don't know about, bro. Dude, it's something in Miami we don't know about.
Dude, and the problem with this is, bro, we gotta give them their flowers, bro, because this team has been getting shitted on by me, you, and everybody. Free agency comes, they lose PJ Tucker. We all criticize them because they didn't sign nobody. They didn't sign anybody. And we all said, oh, you think you're going to go back to the Eastern Conference Finals without signing nobody? I remember us on this podcast, we took a 6 months break, but we was here in the beginning of the season, end of free agency. Everybody got better in the East. Brogdon trade for the Celtics. Chris Middleton's gonna come back healthy. A fully healthy. You remember MVP James Harden talk? MVP Harden back. We talked about that. Cavs got Donovan Mitchell, another year of front. Darius Garland and Jared Allen was all-stars. Another year of Evan Mobley, who took the jump we thought he was going to take defensively. The Knicks got Jalen Brunson, and all Miami did was lose PJ Tucker, and we all called them shitty. We said they wouldn't be back. And in our predictions, I think we had them as like the 7th or 8th seed.
I was gonna say I had him in a play-in for sure.
And then that wasn't it. Trade deadline comes, and they are one of two teams. The Chicago Bulls did nothing. The Miami Heat those are the only two teams that did nothing at the trade deadline. They didn't trade anything. They stood pat, even though they was out of the play-in at that point. And they're here. This is not supposed to be happening, bro. This was the one team they didn't improve anything. In fact, they got worse. Oladipo out. Tyler Hero, they said 95% chance he doesn't come back for the NBA Finals. How are they here? Why am I not watching Giannis do what Giannis do right now? It don't read, bro. Some here don't make sense, bro. Coach Spoelstra cannot just be this godlike coach, bro.
Math not adding up, dude. I don't know, man. That just goes to show how much the organizations just trust their core and trust their guys, I guess. I don't know, bro. It's something.
Dude, you do not continue with a roster like this, bro. I don't care if you make the NBA Finals, bro. You do not keep doing this. No, this is not a championship roster, bro. No, you don't do this again. You trade Jimmy, you trade Bam, you trade Hero, and you rebuild. A team full of undrafted players is not supposed to be doing this, bro. We saw Denver not having any all-star appearances. Don't get me wrong, Bam, Jimmy, all-star shit. Tyler Hero maybe even potentially all-star caliber. Dude, you don't do this.
Yeah,
no, bro.
Like you said, I think the one mistake they are probably going to make is they're going to take this season. They're going to, like you said, they're going to think this is a championship roster, and then next year is bad. But I don't know, because we said the same exact thing last year when they did nothing, and like you said, we was watching everybody do everything. They outlasted them all. So Jimmy Butler's top 5, dude.
Top 5 in the league?
Top 10, top 12. Dude, top 11, top 11.
He's top 12, bro. Don't get me wrong, bro. But Jimmy Butler is not top, bro. You cannot do this, dude. Although we did it for Kawhi, I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't want to be this guy that's a hypocrite or holding the double standard. We did this with Kawhi for years. He doesn't play in the regular season, but we know in that playoffs what you gonna get. No, we know what we gonna get from Jimmy Butler.
Is Jimmy better than Kawhi now?
No, bro. I'm not going that far, bro.
Is it really that far though, bro? Like, just look at since he's been with the Heat.
Sometimes I do feel like it's just the names.
It's starting to feel that way, bro. He's produced more. I don't know, bro. But the times we have seen Kawhi in the playoffs since he's been with the Clippers, he's undoubtedly been like arguably the best.
But at the same time, I'm this guy that you have to be available for me, bro. You can't just live off expectation and be hurt, bro. And others are producing. And
So if that's
Jimmy
the
is
case,
producing.
so if that's the case,
But at the
you would
same
say he's better
time,
than
bro,
Kawhi.
he's not better than Kawhi, bro.
But you literally just argued for him being
I
better than
don't
Kawhi.
like it, bro. I think maybe it's just the name because of that shit. I think Kawhi's been getting carried by that 2019 playoff run.
Hey,
I think,
that might be a conversation.
and it's not even to say he played bad in the bubble because he played great, even though he blew that 3-1 lead to Denver. Shit, even the 2 games we saw in this postseason, we can't just keep living off of like.
I don't know though. He played. I mean, he helped them get to the conference finals before he got hurt the one year when they came back 0-2 twice.
But at the same time,
He was great this year before he got hurt.
he was, but you gotta be like Jimmy is like. Let's say 2020 on. 'Cause I like to go the last 2 to 3 years. 2020 on. Let's take 2019 out the equation. 2020 on. Jimmy's played more regular season games. We don't even gotta check that shit. Playoff games. Jimmy got swept to the Bucks in 2021. But outside of that, conference finals, finals. No, finals appearance, conference finals, now finals appearance.
While what's Kawhi? Conference final? No, semifinals, conference finals.
He was hurt.
He was hurt. No playoffs. He was hurt. And this year, first round exit, 2 games. I don't know, man. I don't know, bro. I don't know. I honestly don't know. Cause dude, like you said, he's just not better than Kawhi.
In theory though, he kind of is though, bro. Like when you think about it, Kawhi's giving you them points that Jimmy's getting. I'm not gonna say Jimmy's giving you the 30 plus that Kawhi gave a night, even though he only played 2 nights this year. Jimmy Butler is guarding the best player on the other team, whether it's Giannis, whether it's Tatum, whether it's Brown. He was injured in the Knicks series, but he still attempted to guard Brunson. He wasn't scared to guard Randall. Kawhi Leonard wasn't guarding Kevin Durant primarily.
Yeah,
He wasn't guarding Devin Booker primarily.
that's true.
Jimmy Butler is here more. So, I mean, we're going to have this top 20 list like we do every single year. If Jimmy Butler is over Kawhi, bro.
Dude, it's a conversation to be had, bro.
Dude, Jimmy Butler is not top 10, dude.
Top 12 lock. Top 12 lock. Dude, top 12 lock, dude.
Are we supposed to have this conversation like how we did for Boston with what does this mean for them, bro? What does this even mean for Miami, bro? Dude,
I don't know.
Like I just said, bro, this is just false hope. That's what this is, false hope. You're not coming back and doing this again, bro.
Say because what's going to happen is they're going to see this year, say, "Oh, we're fine with our guys." Then next year, I feel like it's going to backfire.
Dude.
They have caught some breaks, like obviously Giannis missing 3 out of 5 games, getting to play the Knicks when you can make the case that arguably
people was taking the Knicks over the Heat, bro. After what they did to Cleveland.
That's true. The
Miami Heat did it again, dude, and they're doing it again.
Going into the arguably the best team in basketball. Who everybody's been saying the best team in basketball is.
I'm gonna say this one more time. I don't like taking this route because you did it with the Celtics and Warriors last year, bro. This is not Miami losing, bro. This is just Milwaukee, New York, and Boston losing. That's all this is, bro.
Oh, you taking my route,
dude?
Okay.
This is not them. It's not them, bro. Yes, they're shooting the ball good or whatever. Okay, that's fine, but this is not them, bro.
Call cap.
Dude, Jason Tatum don't go from being an all NBA player back-to-back years to not scoring in the 4th before last night, bro. This don't mean anything for Miami outside of the fact that you better get ahead of the scene and trade Jimmy Butler, dude. Trade Bam. Bam is a fraud. He's a fraud, bro. Tyler Hero, trade him. Or no, you can maybe keep Tyler. He's young. But trade the rest of them, bro.
How would they rebuild? Just try to get Kyrie.
Dude, they don't have no money, man. Jimmy is making $50 million when he's 38. Lowry's making $30 a year. Hero is on a max deal. Bam is on a max deal. They ain't got no money.
Yeah, you're right.
They gotta go. No, bro. Get ahead of the scene and trade Jimmy Butler, bro. Right now, Jimmy Butler is seen as the piece that can, ironically, because this is some shit we can't even say about anybody that's really top 5. He's a piece that's going to guarantee you a playoff series win. Probably one of the only ones. Regardless of what your roster is, if he plays his ass off, you're going to at least win 3. You're going to win that series, bro.
Jimmy Butler,
Apparently, bro.
dude. What if they beat Denver,
They're not doing that, bro.
dude? What if they beat Denver?
Dude, even if they beat Denver, bro, trade this shit, bro. This
We're
will
not,
be, dude. This is gonna be Denver choking and not Miami winning, bro. You have to get rid of this team, dude. No, no. Trade Jimmy Butler for as much as you can and rebuild this shit, bro.
even if Denver loses.
Yes, this is not a championship team, bro.
I'm not doing that if Denver loses.
Dude, you don't. This don't even make. I can't comprehend this. Maybe that's why I'm saying like trade everybody. This is not real, dude.
Either that.
And an eighth seed full of undrafted players and players nobody wanted.
That just doesn't happen.
Normally, when people get bought out on the buyout market and you get those little old ass pickups, like when Reggie Jackson went to Denver, he does not play for Denver.
I was gonna say they don't even
Danny
play.
Green to Cleveland. Danny Green did not play.
These are guys who are making key shots. Like
got fucking Kevin Love getting the game started, scoring the first 6 points for the Heat. This does not happen. Regardless if they win or lose the series, whether they win or lose the finals, my answer is rebuild. And I'm gonna stand pat to that answer, bro, because this is not basketball, dude. This is not happening again.
Man, if they win, dude, Jimmy's top 30. Jimmy's top 30.
No, he's not, dude.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. He's top 30 if they win.
He's not top 30 all time, dude.
Yes, he is.
No, he's not, man. Look at Jimmy Butler accomplishments real quick, bro. He's not top 30, bro.
Top 30, bro.
He won't even be top 50.
That's crazy.
He's like
that's crazy.
a 6-time All-Star, a 5-time All-NBA is not top 30, dude. There's probably like over 50 players. No, I'm not gonna say. There's probably like over 30 players that got double the amount of All-NBAs, bro. Dude,
Okay,
you cannot just play good in the playoffs, bro.
Bro, you said that's what mattered most, dude.
Dude, like it's 82 games in a season.
Is he? So he not top 30 with a ring?
Dude, no. Jokic is.
Okay.
Jokic top shit. Jokic might be top 20 with a ring.
Top 20. Jokic top 20 with a ring.
Jokic with a ring. I might have to take him over Harden, bro. I ain't even gonna lie.
Reed, bro. Everybody was acting like that's a crazy take. That's not a crazy take.
Jokic over Harden with a ring.
That's not a crazy take at all.
I mean, I feel like a lot of what Harden did in Houston is discredited because it was overshadowed by the Warriors and all. But like,
back-to-back MVPs really should be 3 if we're being real. Well, he shouldn't have won last year, but
back-to-back MVPs, a ring, and just straight up dominating the Western Conference.
Be a good case, man.
Be Cat, Gobe, Ant, Book, KD, LeBron, AD, all on the run.
And Jimmy Butler.
You can't call this ring fraudulent, I guess. I mean, although they is going to say he beat the 8th seed in the finals, though.
Yeah, true.
Dude. Miami is not doing this, bro. Man, at the same time, I need Boston out of here, dude. Because they fans are low-key, like, egregious, too.
It's Philly fans. I haven't heard much from Boston fans.
No, you're not hearing it much right now because of what's going on. But when Boston is winning, bro, them niggas is annoying as fuck. Is that it, man?
That might be it.
We're gonna be back next week, though. We're gonna be back next week with our finals preview. A week from this podcast going out, the NBA Finals will be taking place later on that day. And where else do you want to hear your previews from? I mean, you might want to listen to Stephen A. You might want to listen to Skip and Shannon. But ain't nothing better than EGF and Mike P. Ain't nothing else better than that. So go ahead and, man, you already know, man. Hit that subscribe button. Like the video, man. Any last comments, Mike?
I'm out, man. Tatum and the Celtics in 7, man.
You're crazy as fuck.
We're getting it done.
Damn, we should have talked about that. Dude, they're not coming back, bro. Ain't nothing to talk about, dude.
Okay.
I don't got nothing else to say, man. Hey, you can find me at EGF Ron on YouTube, EGF Hoops on YouTube. Follow me on Twitter. Fuck all this other social media shit. Follow me on Twitter, man. EGF Ron. Where you finding you, Mike?
Man, find me, man. Hold on, man. Find me at Real Hoop Talks on Instagram and Twitter. You can find me at one.mikey on Twitter, and on my that's my personal. You can find me there too. And then my TikTok, Mikey Hoop Talks, man. Y'all know where to find me. Y'all know where to find me. Twitter is lit. I mean, no, my Twitter. I'm sorry, Mikey 2Ys 905, man. Y'all know where to find me.
That's it.
My main Twitter might as well be my basketball page too. But yep.
That's it.
That's it, man.